You say your team better, yeah, that's cap. When you number one, to be a target on your back. Jalen Hurts scramble out the pocket, it's a wrap. Fletcher Cox bull rush, quarterback sack. That's a sack. Yeah, fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly, yeah, we making history. Fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly, yeah, we making history. Fly, Eagles fly, yeah, we making history. Ask Tom Brady, we made history. We did. Dallas ain't won it in the quarter century. The 2017 rings look like Tiffany's. EAGLES. Represent Philly like Freeway and Seagull. The real dirty birds, not no Falcons and Seagulls. The way we spanking these teams, it should be illegal. They praying we gon' fall off, that's what they hoping. Throw it up to AJ, he always open. Throw it to Devontae, throw it up to Quiz. The 26 running like he running from the feds. The whole time, we got the best O-line. And Slade lock them up like they doing hard time. And Bradbury press them when they coming off the line. And Coach Sirianni chillin', doing just fine. Can't forget Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick. Big boy Lane Johnson deserve credit. We got home field, so you gotta come to Philly. We rootin' for the Sixers, Flies and the Phillies. We going out the championships like Meek Millie. Them boys on the bikes in the streets popping willies. Everything Philly. Welcome to the city. And shout out to Wallow and shout out to Gilly. Jalen Hurts looking like the MVP. Did Green Bay dirty on NBC. We put 500 yards up on NBC. Yeah, while we at it, rest in peace, PNB. I've been praying for DeMar, praying for his family. I'm spitting all these bars to take care of my family. Started from the basement, trying to win a Grammy. Running through this track, I might pull a hammy. We gon' fight hard, that's gon' come with a dub. And your boys looking tired, you should get him a sub. We gon' win the Super Bowl, then we hit up the club. Beat them down in the city of brotherly love. They sleeping on us like they in the coma. CEO, I did it all with a diploma. When we winning champagne, no Coronas. Meanwhile, we on our way to Arizona.
Yeah, this video getting demonetized, and I'm okay with that. It's Fly Eagles Fly. We are so close, yet so far. So close, yet so far. I have a friend coming on in a little bit. We're gonna have some fun today. I am feeling good. I am feeling good. I am nervous, but I'm excited. I'm anxious, but I'm patient. I don't know. I'm trying to sound poetic. It's just not working. The Eagles are about to go out there and make some history. We are 60 minutes away from another Super Bowl. 60 minutes of football. Obviously, we got like what? We got 4 hours. We got 4 hours. 4 hours and like 15 minutes, but I don't care. 60 minutes of football away from immortality. You will forever be remembered. You will forever be etched in NFL history with a win today. You're finishing that three-peat. No more Patrick Mahomes. No more Andy Reid. No more, I don't even know. Who's that dude that dressed up as a bear and robbed a bunch of places? No more him. We ain't got to worry about nobody. All right, I'm tired of hearing about Taylor Swift. That even though she's from Pennsylvania, she's a traitor, so she's a op now. Yeah, I do not want to hear nothing about Travis Kelce. This is all about Brandon Graham. This is your last chance to go out there, get another little piece of history, go out there and make another big play, cement yourself in Philadelphia history. Jalen Hurts, this is your chance to shut those haters up even more. The sad part is they won't shut up. They won't shut up because even when he goes out there and he wins, they're still going to find something to say about him. They're still going to find something that's not good enough about our quarterback. This is for Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley had to deal with years upon years of absolute trash. Of absolute trash. You dealt with trash, Saquon. You dealt with trash. Now look at you. I feel good. I feel good. How do y'all feel? I feel good. How do y'all feel? What's going on, Nina? Got my girl in the building. Amanda, what's going on? Beautiful. Nina says, I have a feeling like no other, not nervous in the slightest, and I feel that this way in 17 or 22. Let's go. What's going on, Twist? That's how I'm feeling. I haven't felt this confident in a team. I haven't felt this connected to a team in years and ever. I've never, ever felt so confident in a football team. If we go out there and lose, we go out there and lose. I'm not going to make no excuses. Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. This is a great team we're going against. But I feel like we're just better in every single way. I've seen, we had Tuck on earlier. He said it. We've seen a lot of reporters also saying it. The Eagles know they are better. The Eagles know that person for person, player for player, piece for piece, we can go out there and compete. And not only can we go out there and compete, we should be able to go out there and win this game. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm feeling confident. I'm ready. That's really where I'm at. I'm ready. I wish we played right now. I wish we played at 9 in the morning, if I'm real with you. I wish this game was last week. Because this Eagles team is ready, man. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, all right? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The Eagles, if we go out there, we handle business, we go out there and we win, there's going to be a lot of excuses. There's going to be a lot of excuses. I wouldn't be surprised if they flip that whole ref narrative. I won't be surprised because right now they're trying to scare Eagles fans into thinking that Travis Kelce's going to go off on us. That's what the media wants us to believe right now. When it comes to tight ends, we have given up the 17th most, right? So we're in the top 15 when it comes to going against tight ends as far as yards. We've given up 800 yards, 811 yards, I think is the exact number against tight ends this year. But since Zach Ertz was the only guy that could catch a ball last round, I was going to say last week, but last round in the championship game, we're supposed to be afraid of Kelce? Travis Kelce could have 5,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. If they lose, I don't give a damn. I don't care who is going to be the guy that ends up picking up the little garbage, because that's what it was. Everybody wants to talk about Ertz. Ertz picked up the garbage. There was nobody else open. There was nobody else that they could go to. We weren't focusing on Zach Ertz. This game, I assume that we're going to focus on Travis Kelce. And I assume we're going to do pretty damn good at it. I assume that I'm real close to the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Listen, I assume that Cooper DeJean is probably going to see a lot of Travis Kelce. Or should I say Travis Kelce is going to see a lot of Cooper DeJean? It's not going to be pretty. I don't care what nobody says. Between Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship, if we tell those two, if we tell the exciting whites, keep your eye on homeboy, I think we fine. I think that we are fine. Nobody on that team is scaring me. Patrick Mahomes is one of, if not the best player in our history, definitely in our generation. I don't really consider Tom Brady my generation. I mean, I guess he was more my generation than some of y'all. So of this generation, I guess, you know what I'm saying? He definitely is the best quarterback that we've seen now. But I'm not afraid of him. Anybody could get got. Tom Brady was the best quarterback of my generation. Trying not to sound old, but he was the best quarterback of my generation. What did we do to him in 2017? We damn near broke that team apart. I know that they went and won another Super Bowl, but you can continuously hear whether it's Brady, whether it's Gronk, all the craziness that happened in that offseason. Gronk had to basically retire and force his way back on the Patriots because they were done. They were done. After that, Bill Belichick wanted to take his ball and go home. We're going to do the same to Andy Reid. I know Andy Reid. We know Andy Reid. Congratulations. You were good, man. You're very good. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I am not even mad at you, Big Red. I ain't even mad at you. But it ain't happening today. At 6:30, all that, I ain't mad at you. I don't really care. That goes out the window. Andy Reid, you a big target. A big walrus-looking target. And we coming at you. Pause. I'm ready for this team. I'm ready for this game. I'm not afraid. What's going on, Marcus? Ronald says, I'm ready, woke up ready. I didn't go to sleep. Did you? I mean, I slept for a little bit. I tossed and turned. I couldn't sleep. But we're here. We're here now. There's no more waiting. There's no more what's going to happen. There's no more who do we got to watch. There's no more talking. At this point, it's go out there and get it done. At this point, it's go out there and be who you know you are. That's it. And I'll say this again to reiterate. This is the most connected I've felt to an Eagles team ever in my whole life. All right, ever. I feel like this team represents who we are as an Eagles fan base. Obviously, we're all different, but as an Eagles fan base, let's get it. We keep playing our game. This game won't be close. I agree, Twist. I agree. Honestly, and I'm not trying to, say shout out to Cooper in the back. Cooper is sleeping in the back. But, as long as the refs let us play, and I'm not asking for no special treatment, just keep your whistle out your mouth for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow the whistle. Too Short needs to make a song for the refs. Don't blow the whistle. Keep that whistle in your pocket or around your neck. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow the whistle. Just let these boys play. And I think that we're going to blow them out. I think that if everything is fair, everything's on an even playing field, nobody's cheating for nobody, nobody's, hurt, nothing like that, I think that we are a better team than them. I just up and down, I feel like we're a better team than them. I really don't know how else to say it. And I'm not going to make excuses. If we go out there and lose, and if it's, a ref thing, we just can't put ourselves in that position. That's what it comes down to. I'm not going to sit here and say, if we lose, oh, it's because of the refs. The refs, yeah. No, you can't put yourself in a position. We can't put ourselves in the same position that we did last time. And what I mean by that is that they were allowed to call a terrible play or a terrible flag on one of the most pivotal plays, if not the most pivotal play in that Super Bowl. We allowed that. We can't allow that this year. We can't allow that. When it's fourth quarter, 5 minutes to go, I want to be taking shots with my girl. When it's 4 minutes, I want to be laying down saying, hold up, wait a minute. My Eagles just put a ring up in it. And if we win, I have a really cool little giveaway that I'm going to be doing after, which I'm not going to give away too many cookies, but we're going to do something cool. I'm talking to someone right now that will be able to do something cool with y'all. But it's not even about that. It's not even about that. Like, we deserve this. Last time, Nina said it. In 2022, 2017, it was kind of like, she said it. She didn't feel like as confident. I don't want to say that, but she didn't feel like she did now. So, we'll stay there. I don't feel like in 2017, 2022, and beyond, right? But you go back to all the Super Bowls we were in. I don't feel like we belonged necessarily. It was one of those like, all right, let's go get our first one. Like, we're just happy to be here. We're hungry. After that 2017, I felt like, all right, now let's go keep winning ones. In 2022, it felt good. But it didn't feel this good. It didn't feel this like absolute. I truly, I don't know. I'm trying not to sound too cocky because then I'm going to be on a bunch of Chiefs channels, you know what I'm saying, if they do end up pulling this out. Dankberg Gang, I can't talk. Dankberg Gang 59 says, I've wanted the Chiefs since 2022. Me too. Soon as the ball is snapped, all the talk is done. Yeah. As soon as that quarter's flipped. As soon as that quarter flips. As soon as that quarter flips, happy for BG. He makes another game-defining play. Oh, yeah, I think I don't think he's going to play too much. I'm thinking like 10, 15 snaps, but I think he's going to make the most of them, depending on how this game goes, obviously. You know what I'm saying? If it's like long drives on both sides, maybe he sees a little bit less, maybe he sees a little bit more. Matt Weeks, what's going on? Look, I'm excited. I'm hype. I'm ready. I am anxious. I'm a little bit nervous. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why that did that. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm ready. Little G Griffin says, I'm a big Eagles fan. Season better Eagles. Kick Chiefs butt. That's what we're trying to do. I know a lot of Chiefs fans are excited, and they have every right to be. They have every right to be, cocky. They have every right to be, confident, whatever you want to call it. It's going to make it feel better. I can't wait to smack the smirk off some of these people's face. Quick story before we get the guest on. So, shout out to N'Kobe. See, we got the boys coming. The defense is coming. Anyways, I went out to Kansas City for the draft, right? When they held the draft, I was out there in Kansas City. A lot of good people, cool people. Obviously, that was right after we lost the Super Bowl. So, it was a sucky time. I had to hear everybody complaining or talking junk about the Eagles. But they made a milk. They did milk, and they made it called Eagles Tears. All right. I still have that glass, and I plan, once we win this game, I plan on putting some cold beer in there, or maybe a nice little drink. You know what I mean? Nice little cold something. And we're gonna sip some Eagles Tears of joy. I'm telling you that right now, because they love to rub it in our face that they won that game. So when we win this game, I'm rubbing it in their face all day. What's going on, Jackin? Let's go Birds. I don't know if I said your name right. Hopefully I did. If I didn't, let me know. I need phonetic spelling. You know what I'm saying? Matt says we ready to go. Hopefully get this second ring and Lombardi tonight. And there's so much history that could be made. There's so much history that could be made. Nolan Smith could be the first player in postseason history to have a sack in all 4 games. What else you want to go down? He can also make history with the most postseason sacks if he gets 3. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson led the league in interceptions this year, has not gotten a playoff interception in his career. That could change right now. I mean, like, there's so many different things that, you know what I'm saying, we can make history. What's going on, Lindy? Congratulations to my guy Lindy, man, gonna be a father. Shout out to you. That's big, my brother. But look, I just feel right now we just got to lock in. That's it. You know, and I've heard it a lot. I've heard a lot of people that were out at the Super Bowl just saying the Eagles seem confident. The Eagles seem calm, relaxed. You know, again, Tuck was at both. He was at the last one we lost. He was at this one. And he even said that he felt like they just looked a lot more calm. Like it wasn't as big of a deal to them anymore. And you could just tell that they were ready for the game. They weren't really buying into all the, you know, crazy stuff going on during the week. And people asking Jalen Hurts how they can be pretty. I'll never get over that. But it is what it is. You got a new haircut for the Super Bowl? I got to get another one. I got to get a haircut right after the Super Bowl. I'm hoping some of these bets hit. That's what I'm hoping for right now. I'm hoping 1 or 2 of these, you know, parlays hit and we could do something real nice with it. Real nice. Y'all putting any money on the game? Anybody putting the money game? You already know, Linda. You already know. You need to get back into content, man. You need to get back into the content, brother. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to be busy, but hey, it is what it is. James, what's going on? What's going on? Is it 6 o'clock yet? We are 4 hours away. 4 hours away from Eagles Super Bowl, Eagles versus the Chiefs. It just feels different. It just feels different. I know I keep saying that, but it just does. It just does feel different. And everybody that I talk to, you can tell they're just, it's a different air around us. We belong here. We deserve this. And you know, you look at the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. This defense is very young. You got a bunch of pups out there. We are probably going to be losing Kellen Moore. That's what it looks like. It looks like we're going to lose Kellen Moore and our quarterback coach, which I hate that they say that right before the game, which is just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some type of way because I never cared about it other years, but I feel like you don't hear it. You don't hear it, especially like right before the game. The way that they did it with Gannon, the way that this is going on is just weird. I don't know. Give me a 3rd round pick because I'm feeling like y'all tampering a little bit. If I'm being real, it feels like tampering. That's how I feel. We'll see. But if we can do one thing, and I'll say this, if we can do one thing, it is attack the edges. All right, because a lot of people are telling me about the Chiefs and how Spagnuolo likes to blitz and, you know, all these crazy designs and disguises in the secondary. You know how you get away from that? You don't allow them to disguise it, because when you spread your guys out, and we have the personnel to do it. You can you can put AJ Brown out there. You can put Devontae Smith out there. You can put a Dallas Goedert out as a slot, you know what I'm saying, guy. You can put a Johnny Wilson. You have, you know, Jahan Dotson. You have so many weapons, especially at the wide receiver spot, that you can move everybody around. Spread them out. And that takes away the ability for Spagnuolo to really disguise those cornerback blitzes and such. So let's go. I mean, I don't know. There's not much you can really say about this game. It's just one of those things you got to go out there and play now. Twist says Gannon was sneaky about it. Different situation. Yeah, I just don't like that. You know, he better be focused. That's all I'm going to say. If Kellen Moore calls the worst game of his career, I'm going to New Orleans and I'm not doing nothing. Let me calm down. Let me calm down, because he ain't do nothing yet. But I need everybody on their A game. I need Jalen Carter with a couple sacks. I need everybody on their A game. Cooper DeJean, go get me a interception real quick. Quignon, go get me another one. Imagine that. I think it could happen. I definitely think it could happen. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 50 people in the chat. Where's everybody at? We got most of the people on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, you want to join the conversation, definitely head on over to YouTube, Philly TP. But like I said, we got some friends in the building. I got a good guy. You guys might know him. I don't know. You guys might know him. Maybe, I don't know. He's the King Dingbat himself. He's a good friend of mine, somebody I've been able to work with a lot. Very excited to have him on. It's been way, way too long. Got my guy, Philly. What's going on, brother?
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh
we
my
can
God,
hear you.
Dingbat is my name. I just got locked out of my account on here trying to sign in. I reset my password, then it won't accept it, then it locked me out for 10 minutes.
It's Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift and the refs at it again.
Yeah, sorry, I'm few minutes late there, man. I apologize.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? I know we all probably very anxious, very anxiety ridden, but how are you feeling, Five on it?
Yeah, I didn't sleep much last night. I think I got about 2 hours of sleep. I watched the Eagles season history, pretty much a bunch of different games. The Super Bowl we won. Man, I was up all night, man. I'm ready to go. This thing can't get your soon enough.
Yeah, you are a little muffled. I don't know if it's your mic. Just a little bit muffled.
Let me switch this up here and see. Does that sound better?
Yeah, way better, way better.
Okay,
perfect. Yeah, no, I agree, man. Look, it's one of those things, and I was saying it before you got on here. It's like you just got to go out there and play the game at this point. It's like, hey, I feel confident. I feel like we're ready. I feel like this is time, for us to go out there and prove what we all know as Eagles fans. But throughout this week, throughout these past 2 weeks, we've heard a bunch of different things, a bunch of different ways how the Chiefs are going to go out there and demolish us. That's what everybody wants us to believe. What do you think the Eagles need to do in order to go out there and win this game?
Show up. Show up. Because we ain't losing. No, I think first and foremost, the most obvious thing, especially in the playoffs, you see it. Turnovers are crucial. They're magnified by like 10 in the playoffs. So win a turnover battle. I really think that Kansas City needs. I think they need two more turnovers than us to have a chance in this game. That's how confident I am. But I would say also I know everybody's talking about the run, and we're going to do that. But I would like to see them establish the short passing game early. Like just enough where Kansas City's got to respect it and can't look at you one-dimensionally. I think, when they came out last week and, obviously they have the big run at Barkley, or 2 weeks ago versus Washington. They have the big run at Barkley on the first play, but then they kind of settled in with some nice short passes, kind of looked like they got in a rhythm. And I thought it just opened up everything else to them. So I'd like to see them do that.
Yeah, and I mean, we hear everything about Saquon, like you said. You hear everything about AJ. You hear everything Jalen, and the big names get brought up a lot. I'm one of those guys, and I'm glad that you brought up like the short passes, because I think that opens up things for guys like Dallas Goedert, guys like maybe Jahan Dotson actually shows up. Guys that you don't necessarily call out all the time. So, in my opinion, I think that this is going to be a game that is won by the guys that nobody's, counting on, right? Nobody's saying, hey, we need Jahan Dotson to go get us a big 20-yard catch. But that might be the game changer, right? Or Dallas Goedert to stiff arm somebody 3 times on the play. That might be the game changer. So I do think, and I agree with you, you got to mix it up. You got to be kind of multifaceted, right? So that kind of brings me into my next question for you, which is, who are some of the guys that maybe aren't getting the conversation that they should on this team, whether offense or defense or special teams? Who's a guy or guys that you're looking at saying, hey, if they have a big game, I think the Eagles pull away in this one?
Who has a big game? There's so much talk about Barkley, of course, Jalen, all those guys. But some guys maybe we're not talking about enough. I'm going to say my sleeper guy to have a huge game is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think he's a tone setter. I think that, he's a ball hawk. And I think he's going to have a great, great game. Another guy that I think nationally they're not talking about a lot. We talk about him, but they're not talking about him. Is Nolan Smith. There's not really a lot of talk about Nolan Smith Jr. I think he's going to have a monster game today. I think 2 sacks. So those are a couple guys. And then I think Devontae Smith. Nobody, you haven't heard anything about Devontae Smith all week. Devontae Smith has killed the Chiefs so far in his career. So, I mean, those are a few guys right there that I would say.
Yeah, so I mean, we do have a homecoming for Devontae Smith. That's big. Obviously, got a couple birthdays, but you hit it on the head. I think that Devontae Smith, and shout out to Tuck. I did have a Cowboys content creator on here. He was at the Super Bowl, but good dude. You know what I'm saying? He kept it real.
Yeah, he's all right.
He said it straight. He's all right. But no, he said it straight up. You know, the Chiefs have switched to a lot of cover 4 throughout these playoffs, and Devontae Smith just destroys that. So it will be very interesting to see who comes out of that pack. Obviously, AJ Brown, in my opinion, is going to get his. He's going to, he's not going to have a goose egg in the Super Bowl. But again, I think that we're both on the same page where it's going to be the guys people aren't necessarily counting on that are going to make big plays for us. So shout out to Jose Serrano, man. He said 17-2. He said KC 17-2. Eagles 17-3. It's not an upset when we win. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We're right there with them, especially. And I think that we're a better team. I think that, player for player, just unit for unit, I think we're a better team. So you just can't let the moments get in your way. That's, that's really what it comes down to.
I agree. No, I totally agree. I think we are a better team. I agree.
You look at Jalen, and this is kind of what I want to pick everybody's brain, because this is, to me, a very big game. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is one of those guys that he doesn't get the respect that I think Philly fans think he deserves or know he deserves. And he's not in those conversations with quarterbacks that have done way less than him. So I want to ask you, I mean, we know the media. We know how people are. It is what it is. Do you think with Jalen Hurts winning this game, this pulls him into that conversation? Or do you think it'll still be a conversation of, oh, he has all the people around him or this or that? Do you think this puts him in that top 5, top 6 conversation next year?
I mean, I think it should. I think he's there to me. But I really, truly believe the national media will not give him credit he deserves. Like, what they're going to say. They're going to say, oh, well, he had a great team around him. So Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. What did he have to do? Not turn the ball over. That's the way they treat him. And it's wrong, and I hate it. And I think, and I've been saying this for 2 years, they look at the wrong things when they look at Jalen Hurts. He's a winner, and that's what you want, bottom line, from your quarterback.
Yeah, just like Nick said, right? You can't doubt our quarterback. Can't doubt our quarterback. All he does is win. And I want to ask you too, because you see the narrative being pushed with this Chiefs 3-peat and stuff like that. You see nobody talking about what Nick Sirianni's doing as a coach. Right. And then you see the stuff with Kellen Moore. Now he's, possibly taking the Saints job and stuff like that. I know you kind of dabble in conspiracies. So I wanted to ask you this, because I'm starting to feel like this is a conspiracy 500. How come every single time we're in a Super Bowl, a big game, this happens right before? Adam Schefter could have waited till tomorrow. He could have waited till tomorrow to say that it was. Do you think this is a thing that happens? Like, I don't see it every other Super Bowl. Every other Super Bowl, I'm not seeing, hey, this guy's coach, that guy's coach is gone the day before. Like, why is it, in your opinion, I guess, that every time the Eagles are in this situation, we're getting this type of news?
I definitely think it's a conspiracy. I definitely think it's real. Like, they try to trash us in the media, right? So they spend all season trashing us, trashing our players, trying to get us to fight amongst ourselves. And if that doesn't work, and it gets to the bottom line thing, what they got to do to make sure that the Eagles don't stay on top of the hill, they take our coaches away. They always take our offensive coordinator. It happens all the time. Nobody else it happens to as much as happens to the Eagles. How come the Kansas City Chiefs never lose coaches? They barely ever. Steichen goes, Frank Reich goes, and Steichen goes. Now Kellen Moore is gone. I definitely think it's on purpose. I think it's the only way they think they can keep us down.
And it's not working. It's not working, 500. Look where we are. Look where we are. Different coordinators, same results. I mean, and I think that this year, we're probably a little bit in a better position to handle the loss of a Kellen Moore. I think that we have, I know a lot of people say, Kellen Moore calls the offense. Nick doesn't have his own offense. This is Nick's offense. I mean, it's his DNA. It's just not him calling the play. So I think we'll be fine. I think, and you look at this team, the future of this team is just ridiculous, man. This team is only going to get better. So we spend a little time on the offense. I do want to ask you defensively. I know you brought up Nolan Smith, but with Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't really matter so much who the wide receivers are, right? It's just if they have a sliver of openness of green grass, Patrick Mahomes kind of finds it. How confident are you in these young pups? I mean, we got pups. They're dogs, but they're pups still. They're still young. Quinyon, you got Reed that's still young. Chauncey's not, he's the oldest guy, and he's still pretty young. Big Slay, obviously the vet, and then you got Cooper. How confident are you in these young guys to go out there and handle a guy like Patrick Mahomes?
I think they are. I think they'll do fine. I mean, we're not going to slip and slide on this field, so that's a good thing. Where I worry about Mahomes more than anything is his ability to make something out of nothing, like his ability to run if he has to run, or to just buy time and then like throw it 70 yards downfield or wherever at some weird, cross body type throw. Those are the things that I worry about with Mahomes. But if you can get to him, you got to wrap him up, man. That's the key. You got to make sure that if you have him, you can't let him get free. Got to contain him.
Yeah, and with Brandon Graham coming back, how would you because I said 10 to 15 snaps. I don't want to see I don't think he needs too much, but how are you looking to kind of unleash him? Obviously, we basically don't have Bryce Huff. You should just put him on IR because he's not playing at all. So how would you unleash Brandon Graham in this game? What do you think they're going to do with him?
Yeah, I think around 10 snaps. I don't think he's going to get a ton of snaps. I think where Brandon Graham gives you, I just think his energy, him on the field, I think that does wonders for this team. I think it's such a huge morale boost for them, especially if they know he's going out after this game. So, I don't know how many snaps he can play. I mean, he hasn't played in a while, but I do know that when he plays, he's effective. So, I think it's a plus. I do. I think Brandon Graham will make at least one. I'm not gonna say maybe the same force a fumble or something, but he's gonna make one play that's gonna be significant in this game.
Yeah, if he can go out there and get us a tackle for loss or I think it's gonna be the emotional thing, right? I think especially if it's early in the game, if he can go out there and make a big play early in the game, Philly's gonna be rocking. You know what I'm saying? And they'll feel it all the way in New Orleans. So I think it'll. Are you going live for the game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, God bless you. I don't know how you're gonna do it, man.
Well, you know what? I streamed every game in 2017, and then I got to the Super Bowl, and I said, I ain't gonna do it. I was like, I thought it was gonna jinx it, and man, I got killed for 2 years for not streaming that game. So I'm not missing anymore. So
let me ask you this. I got like 2 more questions for you, and then I'll let you get out of here.
Of course.
Let you stew in silence. I don't know what we're gonna
just start. I'm just gonna start pacing the house. That's all I've been doing all day.
It's funny because right before this, it's funny you say that. Right before this, my fiance was like, "Listen, Joe, sit down. Just sit down, man." I'm like, I've been in every single room in my house today. But
I know.
It's just crazy. But I want to ask you this. This kind of doesn't really have too much to do with football, but I've always wanted to know this. You stream a lot of games. You stream a lot in general, but what was the moment for you? What was a moment that you streamed that you were like, I'll never forget this moment, whether it's a game, whether it's just a regular stream? Was there ever one of those moments that you're like, this was just, amazing, hilarious, whatever it may be?
Yeah.
Don't forget.
The 2017 NFC Championship game. Foles, when Nick Foles went out there and did what he did. We're talking about that Atlanta game where, he struggled a lot in that game. So we didn't know what we were going to kind of come out and look like. But I was so hyped for that game, man. And the way that they went off, that was probably, God, I've had a lot of great moments streaming. That's got to be the funnest game because they killed them, and I was able just to enjoy the game. It was beautiful.
That's what I'm hoping for today, man. I keep telling people, like, look, I know it's going to be a great game, two great teams. I would love a blowout. I would love people to be like, that was the most boring Super Bowl I've ever seen.
I have no problem. 150 to nothing. I'm good.
Yeah, I will take it. I will take it. So, all right, last question I want to ask you is a question that I asked a couple different people, and I'm excited to see what you say because I know you're an animated person. We've had amazing leadership all year, amazing, speeches in the pre-games and stuff like that. So I want to ask you, if you could pick any player, any defensive, offensive player, special, whatever, or coach, whoever you want it to be, to give a pre-game speech, who would it be? And do you have a line you would give them, or is there any type of thing you want them to say?
And it's got to be the current players, or
it could be whoever you want. Whoever you want. You could get Gilly out there if you want.
No, I don't need him. I like him, but I don't need him. I mean, all time wise, dude, nobody moves me more than Brian Dawkins. I mean, there's nobody when he spoke. You know what I mean? You could feel that energy. So all time, I would have to go Brian Dawkins. Current players on the team. Man, I kind of like Jalen when he speaks, man, because he doesn't speak a lot. So when he does speak, man, I believe what he's saying.
I like that. Yeah, I would love Brian Dawkins. Yeah, get a bunch of doggonnets, and I would love it. I would love it. And I think that they're kind of similar. Like maybe Jalen Hurts and Brian Dawkins could kind of tag team it. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of have that similar vibe, just very serious, very stoic. All right, so we got this game. We got 3.5 hours left. 500. I gotta ask you. I would get crucified if I didn't ask you. Do you have a score prediction? Do you got a game prediction?
Yeah, I'll give you my score prediction. People have been not happy with me for 2 weeks, but not Eagle fans, but some Eagle fans haven't been happy with this. 37-20 Eagles. I got 37-20 Eagles. I think it's going to be a close game for most of the game. I think it's going to be like fourth quarter. Eagles are going to be up maybe like 4, something like that. Barkley's going to break open the big run, the big 50, 60-yarder. And then we're going to get a garbage pick 6 by somebody to like clinch the deal late in the fourth quarter. So I think we get 2 quick scores. And I think the Eagles are going to win this game 37-20.
I like that. That would hit my parlays too. So I like that. I like that. 500 knows how to make me happy. Philly 500, the GOAT of this space, one of the godfather of this space. Happy to call you my friend, man. And I'm glad that we got to do this, bro, because it's been too long, man. But I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yes, sir. Well, go Birds. Go. I don't know what to even tell people to do. This 3 hours.
Win.
Let's go win. I like
go
that.
win, pace, just pace. That's what I've been doing. Go for a walk, clean your house, do whatever. I don't know, but I can't sit still. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Philly 500, the man. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Absolutely. All right, my man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Philly 500 is the GOAT, man. I love that dude. It's been too long. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tuck. Shout out to Black Gritty. Because real talk, I reached out to all of them last night and was like, I know this is last minute, but I want to go live a bunch tomorrow. Can you guys come on? They were like, of course, just let me know. Other people did as well. It's just time. It is, like I said, it was last minute. Time just wasn't on our side for some people. But we do have a lot of interviews going to happen right after the Super Bowl, win or lose. We are talking to Fran Duffy, talking to my guy Tone, talking to LB, talking to Mike, talking to a bunch of people. We're going to get going back with these lives, man, because I miss y'all. This is always fun. So, yeah, everybody give me y'all predictions for this game. I need predictions for this game. We got 72 people in the chat. I want to see 72 predictions. All right. We got Drew in the building. What's going on? D. Aldridge in the building. Twist says 28-17. I'll take that. Dank Bird Game says 34-24. I'll take that too. So y'all thinking it's going to be a high scoring game. One more hunt. I like that. Jonathan Harvey says, that's a new name. I don't know if I've seen that before, but shout out to you. Eagles give the most from themselves. for 60 minutes. Any suspicious ref stuff favoring KC early in the game? My wish would be for Nick to send the team to the locker room. That's interesting. That's interesting because I've been thinking about that all day. Not that, I would send them to the locker room, but what would you do? What would you do? How would you react to that? Because I kind of probably would do that. When I was playing high school, so this is a random little tangent I'll go on. But when I was playing in high school, we were having a scrimmage with a crosstown rival. And for our scrimmages, we knew what they were going to run. They knew what we were going to run, as far as the coaches at least, right? So it was kind of a scripted scrimmage. It wasn't nothing crazy. But the crosstown rival started running plays that weren't on the play sheets. Like, we weren't ready for them. Like, it was just kind of messed up. And our coach, I'll never forget, our coach came out, started screaming at all of us, get the F off the field, get the F off the field. Cuss that dude out. Literally cuss that dude out, and we left. We all got on our bus and left. I don't know, this is the NFL, so money probably wouldn't allow that, but that's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up. D. Aldridge said 34-21. I like that. Ref Taco, what's going on? Says 27-24. DeJean pick 6 to tie it and Missy Elliott for the win. Hey, that would be nice. That would be nice. Because I can't stand the rain. But Jake need to not be Missy Elliott. Don't be Missy Elliott. Should be Jake from State Farm. 41-20, Miss Alston. Okay. Getting mean today. All right. I like that. Eagles 1977 says Elliott makes me nervous. I think he makes everybody nervous at this point, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You got to just go out there and hope for the best with him. Jose says, I'm from upstate New York, and let me tell you, Bills fans are Eagles fans today, 38-24. I'm sure. There's definitely a sections of fandom that want to see the Eagles win, and I get it. Who the hell wants to keep seeing the Chiefs go out there and win? I don't. I didn't like it when the Patriots were doing it. And I'm from New England. I hate the Patriots. With all my might. I don't like where we were as Americans in like the 1700s because they were Patriots. I didn't like that either. I don't like that. I didn't go to school on the days they would teach us about Patriots because I didn't care about it. I don't drink tea because of the Boston Tea Party. Why'd you waste all that tea, Boston? I'm obviously kidding, but am I? Who really likes Boston? I don't. Anyways, 27-24 in the fourth quarter. Saquon goes yard for 60. Makes it 34-24. Chiefs try to come back but fall short on fourth down. Eagles kneel and win the Super Bowl. That's my thing. If the Eagles are in a situation where it comes down to a drive or it comes down to a third, fourth down play, I'm gonna be pooping myself, bro, because that's when the refs come in, all right? And I'm not gonna blame the ref and say they're cheating, even though they might be. I'm not gonna say that. It's that if you put yourself in that position to allow them to determine the game, it's a 50-50 coin toss. You don't know what's gonna happen. So I want to be in that position that we could just kneel the ball and flip them off. Like, that's what I want. I want at the end of the game. And usually you guys know I try to stay professional. I'm not today. What I want at the end of the game is I want them to kneel the ball, and then I want Jalen Carter to get up and do the DX, the D-Generation X, tell them all to suck it. That's what I want. I want him to go up to every single person on the sideline. Every single one. I want him to send a little meme to every single person that voted for anybody else. Voted for Josh Allen over Saquon Barkley. I want everyone to get a FU letter. I want everybody that voted over somebody else over Zach Bond to get a FU letter. I want everybody that voted someone else over Vic Fangio to get a FU letter. Everybody that voted for somebody else other than Nick Sirianni to get a FU letter. Every single one. Every single one. Thank you, Buffalo, and you guys got robbed. I mean, are you surprised the Kansas City Chiefs got that super fan that was out there robbing banks? Bro, well, that's what they do, robberies. Saquon 147 and 2 tutties. I would take that. If I'm being real, I don't think this is going to be the Saquon show. I could be wrong. I mean, it could possibly, but I don't think it will be. I think this is going to be it's going to be a team win. I really do. You're going to need your defense to have a good game. You're going to need your running back to have a good game. You're going to need Jalen to have a good game. So I don't think anybody is – it's going to be tough to pick a MVP in this game. I hope it's Zach Bond because I put money on him, and that would be nice. That would be really nice. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all giving me some time to kind of just talk, you know what I'm saying, and just get ready for this game. The next couple of hours, I'm going to make like 10 sandwiches. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to maybe do a push-up. What do you do after you do a push-up? Do you do more or something? I don't know how working out works. I'm going to figure something out to do for the next 3 hours. You guys do it as well. I'll be back after the game, probably tomorrow. Probably not tonight, but probably tomorrow. Look, I know a lot of y'all only watch during the season. I do a lot of draft stuff. But for those that this will be the last time I see you until next season, it's been amazing. I'm going to cry if we win this game. I'm going to cry if we lose, but I'm going to cry tears of joy if we win this game. We deserve it. Us as a fan base has been pooped on so much. They've talked so much about Eagles fans. They've talked so much about Philly people, about our content creators, about our staff, about our players. We've been talked about so much and so negatively. We deserve this. We deserve this. And that's all I want. I want to go out there and win this because we deserve it. The players deserve it. BG deserves it. Nick Sirianni deserves to look in the camera and go like that again. These boys deserve it, man. They've put their life on the line for us. Their heart and soul out there every single game. And we're in another Super Bowl. So I hope we win. I know we will. But at the end of the day, if I don't see you till next season, let this be a reminder. No matter how much you hate Philly, you can't get rid of us. But let's go. Go Birds.
Yeah, fly was flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.